If you're in the market for a new job, but the thought of going to an interview gives you anxiety, this video is for you. I will share a few tips on helping you to stay calm and in control during the interview, and hopefully increase the chance of getting hired. If we haven't met yet, my name is Guzalia Davis. I am a hypnotherapist and board-certified hypnosis trainer. Nervousness or even fear of going to a job interview is a very common request I get from my clients. But with a few very simple techniques, this nervousness and anxiety can become manageable. Imagine now that you are at an interview right now, and everything is happening just the way you pictured. Or remember one of your past experiences. If you already went through a few interviews, remember that state. Remember how you felt and what was happening in your body. Anxious, nervous, perhaps even fearful, maybe trembling, maybe your hands got cold and sweaty, maybe your chest and throat got tight. Perhaps you even felt a bit dizzy or foggy. Bring up all of those sensations and feelings, make them real. Experience them in the moment. And now locate those unpleasant, uncomfortable sensations. Where within your body it's happening? You might notice it's mostly in your head, chest, maybe hands. It's happening in your upper body, right? Focus on those sensations. And now take a deep breath. Expand your rib cage and relax your abdomen. And as you exhale, imagine that all those unpleasant sensations, all this anxiousness, start to flow down through your body. And I don't know the way your body positioned right now, but try to put your feet flat on the floor. And take another deep breath. Again, expand the rib cage. Relax your tummy. And as you exhale, imagine that all this anxiousness flows freely down, flowing down through your legs, reaching your feet now. You're probably already now feeling some sensations in your feet. They're a bit heavier, there's some tingles, maybe warmth, maybe some humming. Take another deep breath and imagine that this nervousness is flowing out of your feet and into the ground. That's right. And now move your focus upwards. Check your upper body where you previously felt anxiety and nervousness. Feels much better right now, isn't it? So that's one of the techniques you can use. Practice it at home. The more the better. Anytime you get nervous, anxious, worry about something, use this technique and you'll feel better. You need few repetitions for your mind and body to memorize it. And then when you need it, you'll be able to do it very fast in a matter of just few seconds without anybody noticing anything. You can do it once before going to interview, while you are at your destination waiting for the interview, and even throughout interview. Simply take a deeper breath, open your rib cage, relax your abdomen, and imagine that this nervousness flowing down and out of your feet into the ground, into the floor, and instantly you'll feel better. Now I want to explain something. When we get anxious, our breathing becomes shallow. You feel the tightening of your chest. Imagine what's happening with the lungs. You're no longer breathing with a full capacity. That's why our breathing becomes shallow. And even your voice changes. Your throat gets tight, and the voice may become high-pitched, which makes you sound fearful and lacking confidence. And that in turn will change your mental state. So you get anxious, your body's trying to shrink itself, become less visible. Your chest get tight and your breathing becomes shallow. At the same time, your brain gets a message that you're in danger, and it starts pumping cortisol into your blood, which actually has damaging effect on our body. So as soon as you recognize that your chest is tight and your breath is shallow, intentionally straighten your back. Try to relax your upper body muscles as much as you can. At least open your chest and shoulders, straighten your back. And now do it with me. Take a deep breath, but not into the upper part of your lungs. You want to expand your rib cage, kind of breathing into your tummy. Relax your abdomen. You can even pretend that you're pregnant. Breath in, open your rib cage, expand your tummy. Fill it up with the air. And you know that you're doing it right if you feel a light nudge, a little bit of pressure on the spine, in the middle of the back, behind your stomach. So your rib cage expands and creates a bit of pressure on the spine. We want that. Do it again and pay attention to what's happening. Deep breath, expand rib cage, blow up your tummy, and notice that little pressure on the spine. Make a mental note of it. Now you can exhale, relax. In the meantime, that pressure sends a message up your vagus nerve into the brain. We are safe. You can relax now. And the brain will start pumping serotonin into your blood. So it's like getting a natural dose of antidepressant. Not only you'll feel better and more relaxed in the moment, serotonin now will create a prolonged effect of relaxation, feeling more comfortable, generally feeling better. To get a good, noticeable effect, you really need 3-4 breath cycles like this. Let's do it right now. Straighten your back, open your chest, deep breath, expand your rib cage, blow up your tummy, hold it for a moment. Make a mental note of that pressure on the spine. And exhale slowly. Probably already now feeling a bit better, feeling warmer, right? Another deep breath. Do it in exactly the same way. Expand the rib cage, blow up your tummy, make a mental note of that pressure on the spine, and exhale slowly. Another deep breath. Hold it for a moment, and exhale slowly. And let's do it one more time. Deep breath in, hold it, and exhale slowly. Now scan your body and notice how you feel. Pleasant wave of warmth and relaxation flowing through the body, right? So this is another technique for you to deal with your nervousness and anxiety. Do it often. The more you do it, the better. It also has a cumulative effect. The more you do it, the more of good hormones flood in your body, the better you feel. It's like taking natural antidepressants. And then even during interview, you can take a few deeper and slower breaths. It doesn't need to be exaggerated. You can do it without drawing attention to yourself. Another technique that is very helpful is visualization. Why do you get anxious? Because you don't know what to expect. You don't have much experience of going through an interview, even if you went through a few before with this particular company or person, you are going to do it for the first time. You don't have an experience of doing it. You don't know what to expect. You don't know how it's going to go. It's uncertain. That's what is giving you anxiety. How visualization will help you in this case. Relax, meditate, listen to soft music, or do it when you are prepared to go sleep at night. Close your eyes and imagine that you are going through the interview. Imagine a positive scenario. Everything goes very well. Imagine yourself walking in, confident, calm, in control. Imagine yourself speaking well, knowing exactly what to say at each and every moment. And each time you visualize, create a different scenario, always positive, but with variations. When you are relaxed, when you're involving your imagination, just like when you're daydreaming, you're entering alpha state, and whatever you imagine in this state bypasses your logical factor. It goes straight into our more ancient part of mind. And that part of our mind does not know difference between what's happening for real and what is just imagined. Therefore, every scenario you're going to create in your imagination will be recorded as a real life experience. Perhaps you'll create 3, 4 different scenarios, maybe a dozen. And now it will be all recorded as a positive experience. Now it's not something that you haven't experienced before, not something that is unknown. This is already in your comfort zone. Therefore, you're not going to experience any anxiety or nervousness. I also want to remind you about the mind and body connection. We can affect your body through your mind, but also just as powerfully, we can affect your mind through your body. You can imagine that you're calm and confident, and your body will adjust to it. Will start feeling more relaxed, more comfortable. And we also can work with the body to affect the way you feel and even what you think. Let's do a simple experiment right now. Slouch, hang your head, look down, and notice how you feel, what's going through your mind. And now change your posture. Straighten your spine, lift your chin up, open your shoulders, and look upwards, just a little bit above the horizontal line, upwards. And now in that position, notice how your state is changing. This is just a reminder how important your posture is. You can believe that you're confident, you can feel confident, and then your body will produce this confident posture. Or you can intentionally change your posture, and that will affect the sense of confidence. So be mindful of your posture. I also want to give you a few body language tips, not just for when you're going to job interview, generally in life it will be helpful. Move a bit slower. Don't fidget. When we're nervous, we walk faster, we get fidgety. I already mentioned that the voice becomes high-pitched. So if you want to look and feel confident, you need to do opposite. Open your chest and lower your voice. Then you feel confident. If you feel confident and relaxed, everyone around you feels more relaxed and more comfortable. So practice lowering your voice and speaking slower. Practice moving slower. Also, do not do few things at the same time. Here's an example. You come into an interview, you're invited into the office, now you're taking your coat off, perhaps handing your papers to a secretary and walking at the same time. Stop. You do only one thing at a time. You need to take coat off. You stop everything. You're not walking, you're not talking to anybody. You just stop and take your coat off. You do not pull your chair and put in your bag on the floor, for example, at the same time. No, you do one thing at a time. Put your bag down and then pull your chair and then sit down. You are walking into the office. You do not say hello and close the door behind you like this. No, you're walking in, you smile, you say hello, then you turn around. You don't close the door like this behind your back. You face the door, you close it, turn back, and keep walking to your destination. Obviously, when you're greeting a person, you have eye contact, you're smiling, and your handshake should be firm. If your hands get cold, few minutes prior to this handshake, quickly imagine that you're by the bonfire and you're breathing in this fire and this heat flows through your body. Your entire body will relax a bit, it will increase blood flow, and your hands will be warm. When you are sitting down on the chair, you don't want to look too relaxed and laid back. It might be perceived as disrespect, but you do not want to sit on the edge of the chair. And also, don't hold all your belongings. Put them down. When you talk, use your hands. Illustrate what you're saying. That makes you look open, sincere, truthful. By the way, there is actually a term for those hand movements. Illustrational gestures, meaning I'm illustrating my story. I'll give you an example. Just observe me. In our next class, I'll share some theory, and then I'll do a demo session with one of the students, and then you'll pair up with another student to practice the new skill. You see, I talked without hands, and now I will say exactly the same thing, only with the hands. In our next class, I'll share some theory, then I'll do a demo session with one of the students, and then you'll pair up with another student to practice your new skills. So in which case I looked more sincere and truthful when I used hands. This is one of the markers we're looking for when we are looking for deception. Think of little children when they're lying. They're hiding their hands, don't they? But adults are no different. I hope that what I've shared today is helpful, and if you are looking for a job, I hope that you'll find it.